How you doing? My name is Ricardo Rangel, and my aliases are Ricky or Tranquilo. Uh, a little about myself, introductory, as I guess you can say. Uh, I was married at 17, 18. Joined the union, had a kid at 18. Um, Basically, did good. Journeyman, bought a house when I was 20 or 21 in Ballin Park, California. But anyway, uh, I got into trouble late in life, but that's only because I was following my God. Uh, I had been walking with Him from an early age, and as I got older, things got deep, and I had decisions to make. And I made decisions that ruined my life, ruined my marriage. I got divorced. I, I lost my home, lost my kids. I had two children from my ex. But anyway, I done a lot of stupid stuff. But I gotta say, I started out with Jesus, who took me to my father. And with my father, I learned a lot. And when I was ready, he passed me on to the evil side, only to basically conquer it. Um, I got a lot on my record, uh, prison record, or whatever you want to look at it. Um, Stuff that's not even on there. Also, you should know about me. I forgot the date, but basically it was when the Patriots played the Giants when the Patriots were 17-0, and basically the Giants came back and won and pulled an upset. Well, that Sunday, 3 days before that, long story short, basically I was fed up with my life because I've done everything my God has asked, and I felt it still led me nowhere. Really, I'm taking penitentiary chances, 25 to life, couple times, just a crazy, crazy stuff. Walking with the evil side. Um, but anyways, one night, yes, I tried to commit suicide. Uh, but it wasn't like, hey, are you real, God? Let me try to kill myself and whatever. Nah, I was mad at God. I had been through so much and I was sick of it and I was ready to face him straight up. And basically, long story short, maybe I'll share it one day, but I got ran over on the freeway, on the slow lane. 65 miles an hour, dead on, is what the police report said. Um, But yeah, I was giving God an earful. I crashed on the 57 and 10 freeway divider where the freeway splits. I crashed my car there and got out, whatever, and basically got ran over. Um, but not before I was giving my God an earful. And not only did I get ran over, but I got airlifted to the hospital, USC County Medical Center. That's this tattoo, USC. But 3 days later, I woke up on Sunday, just like my father's son Jesus. So basically, I a lot of the Bible reflects to my life, and I'll get there. I'll get there in other videos, but I guess we'll get to it now. Um, Let's see, a couple of things that relate to my life in the Bible. Oh, Joseph. Uh, he went to Egypt, went to prison for 2 years. He is, or the the guy, the house that he was in charge of, the guy's lady or woman, whatever, tried to come on to him. And he denied her, whatever, and she set him up. Oh, he tried to rape me, look, this and that, whatever. And from there, he went to prison. Well, that happened in my life. My ex-wife, uh, basically, I mean, because I pulled her pants down, and she told the cops that, or I tried to pull her pants down, and she told the cops that they hit me for attempted rape, and I went to prison. Um, I did 2 years, 23 months, but I call it 2 years. Bible says Joseph did it two years, but it didn't say what he learned in there or whatever. But what I learned was I studied the Bible from front to back, and it took me about 13, 14 months. But I feel I pretty much, I didn't master it. There's a lot in there, but enough that I know what's for me and what's for the world, and especially what's for Illuminati. So anyway, um, there's that. Oh, and before Joseph went to prison, his dad gave him a colorful coat, uh, to say like, look at my son, this and that. I got that colorful coat. All my tattoos and stuff. I'll show you details later, but I got that. A lot of hidden stuff in my tattoos, and yes, it's basically the hand of God tatting on me. So, uh, there's that coincidence, and then also Jacob wrestled with God in the Bible before, when he was out in the desert moving from one place to another, and it says an angel or whatever, God, different whatever scripture or Bible version that you look at, but basically he wrestled with God, and he walked away with a limp after he got done wrestling with God. God messed up his hip, and he walked with a limp. Well, when I was standing on the freeway, I got ran over on my right side. Boom, lights out. I don't remember what happened. It just went lights out, and I woke up in the hospital. Uh, but I got a big scar on my hip, and I walked away with a limp, which I did my best to stop walking with a limp and walk right, and I pretty much mastered it. Uh, but yes, I have a big scar on my leg, and I was wrestling with God, plain and simple. I wanted to face him. I wanted death. I was tired. I lost my family. I was stressed out. I'd done so much stupid stuff, and I was done. And I wanted answers, and I wanted to face them. But anyways, that's that. What else? What else? What else? There's so much more. I just can't think of it right now. Um, wow, I really can't think of it. But I'll get to it later. You're gonna see a lot of videos that I'm gonna put up with scriptures of my life, and especially this is for Illuminati, secret society, who I've been schooling this whole time. I basically I got a green light from the hood, like, hey, go kill Bush. Basically, is one of my gods. Now, careful with gods, because the Bible says, do not worship any other god or make images or idols. Understood? Don't worship. But there is a scripture in the Bible where God says, you don't know nothing about the other gods, then don't be worshiping them, basically. So he didn't deny there were other gods. But if you think about it, the devil's a god. He's everywhere in the world, different bodies, different. He's he's a god. He knows what you're thinking, everything. So yes, there is other gods, and the devil is one plain to see. But anyways, yeah, I got a green light, and I double checked with Jesus. And by the way, you want to know what Jesus' real name is? Yahweh. Okay. So, anyways, I go to Yahweh when I need like an honest answer, and I need it ASAP. Jesus, he's good, but he's how I'd like to say Yahweh is pure. Like, you want to get down to serious business, ask Yahweh. Jesus, he'll answer you when he answers you or whatever. But yeah. Uh, anyways, yeah, I got a green light to go and basically kill Bush, and I know how evil he is, and I know he's from the secret society. Him, Clinton, uh, Obama, all of them. They're on the same team trying to overthrow this government. But anyways, I got a green light. Like, are you serious? So I asked Yahweh, like, hey, is this real? Are you serious? Don't play with me. And he said, yeah. I'm like, okay. I got in my car, flying 100 miles an hour at night. And I took the knife with me, whatever. But anyways, yeah, I was flying out there, and through the power of evil, at night, I didn't get messed with. And I know for a fact that Bush and all them knew I was coming. I used to have a Facebook, and I called them out, blew them up, and I was blowing them up for a while, for a long time. But I guess they dismissed me, like, this was just crazy, because I did sound crazy saying a lot of stuff. But I guess they just disregarded me, like, forget this guy. And I gotta assume that's when I got the green light, like, hey, go kill Bush. So I was like, okay. So I took off flying, and then I got in New Mexico and called it a night, and rented a room, whatever. The next morning, I get up, I take off, get something to eat, jump back on the freeway, and I'm flying the way I was, and then I get pulled over in the daytime. But the cop was cool. Uh, I was assuming it was one of Bush's people, but nah, he didn't. I came out a little aggressive, whatever. He maced me, went down, whatever, whatever. Basically, I got busted. But the Secret Service did come and pay me a visit, try to get me to say something to incriminate myself, but I didn't say anything like that. They let me go, bailed out, whatever. And long story short, the case got dropped. So, anyways, I know that put me back on the radar with them. And they've been watching. I've been doing Snapchat videos, Bible scriptures, like opening their eyes big time. So, now that you know that I'm on the government's radar, the FBI knows about me, CIA, everybody. It's been a while, but now I've been asked to do this. So, here it goes. A little by myself. Yes, I'm on the radar with the government. Uh, but anyway, so look, check this out. My body. What I learned, there was three crosses, right? Jesus was in the middle. On the left of Jesus, he had a good man with a good heart, and basically represents love. He was good. On the right, we had Barnabas, and he represents evil. He was didn't care and making fun of Jesus and stuff. While we all know Jesus is pure. Jesus is holy. Jesus sinned not on this earth. And he was on the cross. But Jesus was looking for disciples. And he clearly said it to his disciples: carry your cross even unto death. So, anyways, a little about my body. I got Jesus on my left, carrying my cross. I got a peacock, which is basically looking down, like from heaven. I guess you could say it's looking down. Okay. Oh, my legs. I got the City of Angels. I got the rose busting through the concrete, and coded messages in there that I'll probably explain one day. But yeah, I got the City of Angels, and on my left leg. So you see how I got love on this side, City of Angels, Jesus. I got my mother. But anyways, oh, the hands, the skeleton hands, is basically represents me dying that night on the freeway, and I'm still walking. I should have been dead, 100%. That was total 100%. I should have died, but I pulled a great upset, I guess. Woke up 3 days later, like the like Jesus did. So it's on record. I'm not trying to pull fast. I'm trying to be cool or whatever. Anyways, on my right, I got the evil side. Spiderweb, the spider blessing with the right uh, leg, as you can say. Blessing. Basically, I have a hand. If you look clearly, I have a hand on my neck. Couple meanings. Uh, One, the hand of God. I put it. Oh, by the way, when I got ran over, I was left with two scars, two like perfect round scars, and the hand went over it. I'll explain to you what those scars mean, because those scars came from a future or a later time after my accident. But basically, the hand is basically the hand of God, the black hand, but it also has other meanings because I was in prison. I went to prison as a sex offender, and I'm a Southside Sureño, and basically, I knew everything that I've done in the past, all the stupid stuff, carjackings, robberies, all this crazy shit. I knew that I was gonna be in prison one day. I knew that, like, damn, this is where it's leading. But anyways, yes, long story short, I went to prison, Corcoran, did 2 years, but before I got to prison, at reception in Delano, I went through it. We, the homies, we run a tight program, and sex offenders and all that will whack the shit out of you, serio. But anyways, I went to, when I hit prison, Delano reception. I got to 1 yard, B yard. I tried to explain my case because I thought I had action. To tell you the truth, like, hey, she was my wife. It wasn't no random woman or something like I'm a weirdo. Try to met some girl and try to pull her pants down. Nothing like that. But I didn't have paperwork to prove. I didn't. Whatever. They just looked at me like. It was cool at first when I got there. Everybody's all friendly and everything cool. What's up? Woo, woo, woo. But anyway, I try to come clean. Like, hey, I need to talk to who's running the pad. And talked to the guy, told him my story, whatever. And they said, all right. They were gonna talk to somebody else. A couple days later, I walked the yard with some one cat. I guess he was in charge. All blasted, face, everything, and told my story, whatever. And he basically said, "Don't worry about it. Uh, everything's cool. This and that. Just keep programming." Okay. So basically, uh, I kept programming, but then I seen all the homies like not want to talk to me, avoiding me. I knew it was all bad. I was like, oh damn, here's what it is. But I had promised my God, I know the walk I'm at. I know you put me here, and I'm also glad because I got after my accident and I got ran over and all that. I started to read the Bible. I was like, what is there left? I couldn't do suicide properly when I should have died. So I started to read the Bible. Then I came across where there's no way to read the Bible out here in the streets. Going to work, seeing your kids, watching TV, friends. It just doesn't. It didn't. I just knew out here's not the place to read it. I knew that. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the homies at B Yard in Delano, they pretty much beat me up bad. I was drowning. I couldn't even breathe. Getting hit so many times, I was like, couldn't breathe. I I was bruised up, front, back, legs bruised up. Uh, but anyways, long story short, the cops got me, whatever, took me, and they kind of even roughed me up too, for real. It's cause first my homeboys and now, and I thought I had action too, cause the homies from Puente, a gang, were running it, and that's my area, the San Gabriel Valley, or the Southern Gangster Valle, as we like to say. But I thought I had action. I thought, they were gonna show me love. It was my own people from the same area. No, it didn't go down like that. So the cops tried to get me to PC up. Well, first I wouldn't talk. That's why they roughed me up. And they took off, whatever, and they came back. This is why they beat you up. You're a sex offender. So they were like, PC up. And I was like, nope, sorry. And I made my peace with God when I was in the county jail. I was like, all right, I see where you put me. I get to read the Bible. 2 years is good enough with the strike. But 2 years is good enough for me to study and take care of business. So, what do you call? I promised God in the city jail. I was like, I'm gonna carry my cross unto death. I don't care what I face. And yeah, I made my peace with God. I already saw what was coming. I hope for the best, but the worst came. Anyways, the cop tried to get me to PC up. Like, you got to PC up and this and that. But you have to sign to PC up. You have to put your signature or whatever. And I was like, no, I ain't signing. Put me back in there. I had my mind made up. I'm going back in there. Because when they fucked me up, I got dope fiends. I mean, I didn't see it coming. Like, one homie that I trusted, that I thought he was cool. And all of a sudden, bah! My ear was bruised. The whole ear was bruised. But my face was okay. But my whole body was bruised. I really think when my God pulled a miracle and just put my face back normal. But also too, if my face had been messed up, anywhere I went, they would have been like, "What happened to you? What's your story?" And so I would have lost all hope. But anyways, I refused to PC up. I was like, "No, put me back in there." And they're like, "No, they're gonna kill you, this and that." And I was like, well, "Put me back in there. I'm not PCing up." So they waited a while. They put me back in the cage. Waited a while. Then they came and got me and basically taking me to another yard, a yard where it's people catching life in prison, a yard where people are like, I'll whack them, a sex offender. I want to make a name for myself. Let me do it. There's knuckleheads that want to make a name for themselves. So I knew where I was going. It was like even worse. And on top of that, I lost my glasses. They beat the shit out of me. I never got my glasses. And I'm pretty blind, blurry from far. I can't see your eyes if you're looking at me or what. I can't. And now imagine going into a building with poor lighting. And I like to call it the Shark Tank. Walking in, and long story short, uh, basically, it was hell in that building. For one, my Sally. His name was Spider, and I got the Black Widow right here. That's that's the devil basically. And when I was in that cell, for one, the sun would rise and then the sun would set. The whole time beaming on our cell. There was no shade. Our cell was hot, hot. So you picture being stressed out, and then you get a new Sally that comes in, and there's a power coming off of him that had like me like okay, trying to play it cool, you know. But little did I know that power was coming from him. I thought about it after later. But long story short, I was stressing in that cell with his power, her power, the devil. The devil's a girl, by the way. Anyways, the power was coming off of him. And then one night, like 2 weeks into it, we came out for chow. Come out your cell. As soon as I stepped out, it was like the room was on fire. It wasn't, but it was like a deep, deep presence that just, oh man, death was there. I I knew 100% in my heart I'm about to die right now, like that. Like I was already in this power with my with Spider. Now I step out my sound, it's like whoa, like a million times harder. So we go get our trays and we get in line, whatever. And I'm trying to get a table where I could sit at the edge and I could fight my way if I have to, like see who's coming and I'm trying to get an edge seat, and it didn't work out that way. I'm in the middle with my back turned against everybody else. And meanwhile, I got this power that's just, whoo. The presence of God was there, plain and simple. Now, I don't know who was going to whack me, whether it was my father himself or the devil or whoever. Basically, I know where those two holes came from, what they meant. But yeah, I sat at the table. I couldn't even eat. And I got to a point where I almost yelled. Like, I was going crazy. Like, I just wanted to scream. Like, it was just so intense. But I tried my best to shut up and just act normal. Nobody was looking at me funny. That helped. But, yeah. I just, certain death, it was coming. I was just sitting there, sitting duck. Anyway, whenever we finish eating, we get up. We go back, and I go in my cell, and it, like, stopped all that power as soon as I got in my cell. And I was breathing hard, everything. I had my like I was fucking scared. Serio. Ain't no joke. Anyways, long story short, maybe I'll get into it one day, but I I made it through. That was like the hardest part right there. And then I got a new Sally, and he was from Puente. It's crazy. My own people crucified me, and then Puente again, my next Sal, and he has a juice, a lifer, and we became good friends. And he told me nobody's gonna hurt you here. I had a talk with him on yard and explain what happened and all that. And he was like, "It's cool, you gotta pass here, but wherever you go to your next prison, You gotta handle it. That's, you know. And I was like, no problem, as long as I know I'm cool here. So whatever, went to Corcoran, and basically, not some fools try to push up. It's a long story, but in the end, nothing happened, and I was pretty much cool. And I happened to be like really good friends with the homie running the yard. Before the yard got turned over to him, I was friends with him, and I didn't know he had juice like that. But anyways, long story short, I still put in work in prison, smashing on fools, going on missions or whatever. But yeah, I went to the hole like twice. Um, I should have been out in 17 months, but I ended up doing 23, almost maxed out. Um, but in the end, when I left prison, I got the wheeler or the kite, and basically everything got turned over to me, the whole hood. And it's not just Southside, Sureño, and it's worldwide. People know who I am. So, if you're new to this, you got to read the book of Job in the Bible. But even the devil went up to God. The most evilest person can have a conversation with God. Like, hey, your boy Job, I bet you I could get him to denounce you and hate you. Uh, he only loves you because you blessed him with nice house and cattle and land, and that's the only reason why he loves you. Let me have a hand in his life. And God told me, yeah, go ahead, just don't kill him. So the devil goes back, and I don't know the orders or whatever, but read it. And it says a band of robbers showed up and stole his stuff or his cattle, whatever. And that told me, like, the devil's in human form. The devil didn't possess men and took demons and had them possessed, and they went and stole it. A band of robbers showed up and took care of business. So yes, the devil's in human form, and so is Jesus. So if you know that, uh, I they're out here in the streets too. They're kings or crips. I like to say kings or crips, and kings that did what they did for God and became kings and died for God. But then we got the crips that went even further and got into the hood and you know it's evil. I mean, plain and simple. But in order to conquer evil, in my case, I had to prove myself and get there. And that's a long story. But, anyways, long story short, I conquered it in prison, whatever. That's when everything got turned over. But, yeah, I used to have the M in the hand. But ended up covering it up and made it a solid black hand. And then I put the web, which I still have to finish. But, anyway. Uh, So yeah, that explains that. That's the spider, the devil, Black Widow with the red poison, whatever. But also red is flowers too. So, anyways, uh, yeah. So I got this side. I got that. Oh, this one right here is pretty hard for real. Catching the snake. I caught the snake in the yard. Adam and Eve. There was a snake and Eve. But anyways, see the letter M on the snake? I basically caught the snake. Um, but yeah, I have other my Aztec stuff. See those seven men on top? Tupac says something in one of his songs. Picture seven deadly. human beings with the power to reach every nigga in the street. May our Heavenly Father, something, what transpires. I forgot what. It's in one of his songs, but this is basically what he's talking. I got 7 gente up here. And I got the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Uh, Basically, I say more stripes that I've done in life, a paddle, a bat, but I translated that into a paddle. Uh, right here, oh yeah, I got the bar. That black bar right there means 5. Uh, Basically, like my neck. Uh, that little angel right there, that represents me. Eyes closed. I was a dead man to catch. Basically, walking with. I got the Virgin Mary here. Uh, Mother of God, but I may spill some truth on that later. But anyways, I did put her with the Dia de los Muertos face, spider web on her forehead. A lot of details if you count the dots and stuff. Um, but anyways, basically what you got is love and you got evil. Now, what are the opposites now? Love and evil. You got 1, you got 2, odd and even. You got what else? Oh, like you got looking down from up. You got looking from the bottom up on the cat. Oh yeah, that's my last name too. Rangel. But it looks like Archangel. So anyways, I got that. My legs, by the way, I got done in prison. I saved my upper body, which I have some more to get done. I just haven't got to it. But my legs also done in prison. And basically, I got hell. The bars, the mouth of hell, pointing right, is darker on the right, lighter on the left. The flames, all that. Over here, I got basically represents me in hell. Long story, but yeah. And I got the One Nation, Raider Nation, and that's basically America. And then I got the devil in the back with the red lips. Like Lil Wayne said, life is deep, but I still dig her. I got a lot of music too that relates to my life, big time. Anyways, so yeah, I got the devil down there and all that. This is basically hell, evil. So now that you know a little about me, uh, you can see why I have the right. What I'm about to share in the Bible and these other videos is basically I could get killed for it if I didn't have the blessing. But that's what the lips are. Remember the red lips on the devil I put back here? These are my lips. So that's basically I'm running my mouth now. I got a green light to talk about it. So some videos will be shooting and aiming at Illuminati and basically showing them how their time is up. And basically, uh, see, Jesus knows no sin. He was number 1. He showed up to the earth first. Me, I was made from here. I'm not the devil. I'm not an angel. I'm human. Except I got God with me. My God. But that's another story. Just keep it with simple with Jesus and our Father. Oh, the spider. Check that out though. That's hard. Count the legs. How many are showing? 7. 7 is the letter G in the alphabet, and leg is on the G. His right leg, my right leg. The tarantula represents me. So, like Lil Wayne has said, I'm on the web like a damn tarantula. But anyway, it's true now. I'm on the web now after so many years. Now it's going viral, I guess, whatever. So you got the gist, right? Love, evil, and odd, even, good, bad, uh, you know, white, black. That's basically that's basically it. So now that you know a little about me, I can get into the word, and I can start banging on Illuminati. So just know this too. I know they try to kill me a gang of times, but they'll never succeed. Their evil powers are under me, plain and simple. I took over the hood. I took over hell, and I got my God. I know what they're about. I know how to talk to them. It's not. It's First of all, when you walk with Jesus, you gotta figure him out. He likes to play little games and tricks, see if you're paying attention and stuff. That's why his name's Jesus. What you should know, take this to heart, probably write it down. Words with the letter U in it are like evil side words. Okay, with the letter U in it. If it has a Y at the end of the word, at the end of a sentence, it's evil for what you're saying. If it has a double O in it, like book, double O, evil. Double T, evil. Anything double, evil. For positive words, it's A, E, I, O, and basically that's how I figured out that's Yahweh's name. Look at the letters. So I learned all this with my father. After me and Jesus became good friends, he passed me on to my father. Walked with my father, did a lot of stupid stuff, and got passed over to the hood and learned the code of the hood. They move with military minds and secrecy. And it ain't like what I'm telling you now, the lettering. I had to work hard for it. You don't know how many fights I've been in just to get letters and stuff like that and learn. For real, I had to earn it. It wasn't just, hey, here you go, here are the answers. No, I had to get them. I had to earn them. So, anyways, remember what I told you about the lettering. Any other letter? Oh, the letter T. If the word begins in a T at the end of a sentence, that's no bueno also. That's one of these words, basically a cross. You're carrying to death. But anyways, yeah, the T is no good either. And also you should know one is good, two is bad. But also two also means eight. Eight, like in the game of pool, the 8 ball, what color is it? Black. The last ball you're hitting. Uh, Old English, 800. That's malt liquor, whatever, but 800, Old English. 8 ball, drugs, meth, whatever, and let me get an 8 ball. So 8 is like the serious, like, yeah. But 2 also represents 8. It's the new 8, as it, I guess you can say. So remember that. Anyways, uh, now you know the lettering and all that. Maybe the Bible might become a little bit more clear too. But be careful, because God throws little tricks to throw you off, and there, well, that don't make sense. Start using your head. What makes sense and what doesn't. But for the most part, it does. But anyways, that's a little about myself, and here we go. I'm gonna get into the Bible. God bless you.